I feel like we've been in this pyramid forever.
God, I really don't like the pyramid levels at all in this game, and it feels like it takes up like a solid third of the game.
Man, it's almost been a month. I think it's time for my pyramid again.
Pyramid, more like an exclamation point.
Oh, when I have it, it definitely is.
Oh dear.
That's erotic, right? Welcome back to the D-Pad. My name is John.
I'm Rick.
And I am done. I'm not really done. I'm leaving soon, but not yet.
I was gonna say because you
But
were talking
not
about
yet.
10, and it's like almost 10:30, but
Me, so,
Arc Central Control
yeah.
Room.
Oh, that looks.
Hi, Doctor.
I thought
How's
that
it
was a ribbon or
going?
something. You just have your hair in a thing for reasons, or?
It's not really.
Oh, she's doing a hair thing.
a hair thing.
You say henna?
Is this me?
Like henna tattoo?
I think this is me.
What is that? Oh yeah, here you go. Or you said hairnet.
No, she said henna, but that's not a thing. So somebody's confused. One
If
of
I
the
could find that henna.
either
that
we're confused or
Sancho
she's
that you
confused, and
found.
I'm just going to assume she's not confused because she's usually right, so it's fine. Sarah's claiming to have henna on her hair for some reason, which she claims is a thing. It's not a thing that I am familiar with, but I still believe her because, again, she is always right.
I will believe her, but I have also admittedly never heard of henna on anything other than skin. Henna hair dye is a real thing. I didn't know you were dyeing your hair.
She said, I'm doing a henna hair dye.
Let us know in the comments if you are if you have weird henna hair. You know, henna hair dye is a Google autocorrect. So
the
we're
last
wrong.
time you dyed your hair that I can remember was like 8 years ago.
I said I was going to defer to you because you know shit and I don't know shit.
Mad space, yo.
The last time I remember you dyeing your hair was like when you did that like really loud neon blue kind of color like 8 years ago. There were definitely points where it was like a loud like blue neon-y kind of color. Okay. She said teal, green, blue. Yeah, we both saw The Shape of Water, okay?
Yeah, that's a movie about fish fucking, which I am into.
Hey, Ben is downstairs right now. You can go get that.
No, he calls himself Fish, but that's not a nickname that I use for him. So I don't
call
think
him
I'm
Well, you can
Shellfish.
call him whatever you want so long as he consents, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. This one. I actually hate this like 90 times more than Knuckles' space level. Because this one's got fucking, Z-grade Mario Galaxy physics. I take that back. The gravity... The gravity engine for this is actually it's surprisingly decent for 2001. I'm not going to pretend it's perfect, but it does the trick surprisingly well. I would not be surprised if it was like broken up into, like 30 mini, like, wow.
Aww.
That's the second time tonight.
I've just been hit by a jet.
Yeah. Also, go, oh, wait. There was another, like, weird texture seam that was, like, really standing out. We haven't found...
No, I'm just... How do I get off this planet?
You gotta use
gotta be a rocket
rockets, I
somewhere,
think,
right?
right? Oh, get that. Is that gonna let you go through,
Iron boots.
It lets you break through steel boxes and weigh yourself down in water.
Oh.
Ah.
I see what you're talking about.
There we go. Yeah,
Anything?
This just reminds me so fucking much of Mario Galaxy now. I guess technically Mario Galaxy just reminds me of this. This must have been just a weird thing to spend time programming. Yeah, the gravity's like all fucked up. Does the green one actually have its... I guess it does have its own actual gravity, because there are points where you... Oh, or not. What the fuck? This is great. This is good.
No, you can't go all the way around it, I guess.
Yeah.
So, how's that AstroTurf?
A little sore, but I've been sitting on it for a while. Did you see what it is that I did there?
Here we go.
Oh. Is it in one of the boxes? Oh, no, there it is. It was on the ground behind you.
Well, that's a pretty good hiding spot.
Oh,
right there.
I'm not complaining. Now I gotta.
I'll hide this important crystal next
They'll
to a bunch
never-
of
I
I
bullshit
gotta retread the whole
crystals.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll never find it here in the open with their radar.
Oh, that's right. You have the same fucking tower piece that Knuckles has too. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's
You know, I know it kind of sucks, but this game was pretty fucking sweet in like the year
It was.
2000.
I think we're on
I-
opposite sides of the tower, right? And
I
we
think
meet in the
so,
middle and then
yeah.
we fight.
Yep.
Like we all agree it's not really that good anymore.
Yeah.
But
For the time,
for the
I
time, it was
loved the
pretty
shit out of this
solid.
game.
Yeah.
it
I
always
still-
provided a challenge too. I never actually unlocked Green Hill Zone.
I never did either because that's a fucking insane ask of a player.
Yeah. But
I
just,
still-
just rockets out into the atmosphere.
I personally
down
do
low.
think some of the charm of Sonic Adventure 1 is lost, though. It's a better
Yeah.
game mechanically, but there's like some kind of charm, and maybe the charm
we
comes from
we
the
were
brokenness.
talking about earlier. It would be nice if one. I still want a Sonic Adventure 3 one of these days.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And what really defines a Sonic Adventure game to me is one, none of that boost mechanic bullshit. None of that. You're just running and you press X to be more running
Sure.
and blow things up. And
Well, if they do that in segments, but not for entire.
nah, I just don't want it at all.
shits. Yeah, I
it's
mean,
pointless to me. It's you just
I'm
hold
fine
the
with you.
fucking button until
I'm just
the
trying to
segment's
manage
done.
your expectations. I agree with you, but it might not happen.
The other thing is, what makes a Sonic Adventure game is the multiple storylines.
Yep, I like that.
Heroes, in a lot of ways, is sort of an adventure game. It's like
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure 2.5. Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog is kind of a Sonic Adventure 2 3/4.
So this actually brings up an interesting question.
I
What
would
if they?
love to see them do an HD remake of this.
I read your mind.
Redo the voice acting.
Yep.
They have voice actors for all these characters. Just redub them
Yep.
and, make it work for English so they're not all on top of each other.
But would that be the same game? I was reading an article about Dark Souls Remastered,
Yeah.
which fixes a lot of the problems of Dark Souls 1, but that makes it a different game. Some of the problems were part of the experience. The shittiness here and the jankiness of Sonic Adventure were part of the experience. If you redo
Yes and
Sonic
no.
Adventure with better voice acting and fix all the graphical glitches,
I think if you
won't
just
feel
stand
the
still,
same.
you can hit it. If you just do like a combo. Like not in the air. There you go.
It won't feel the same if you remove all the janky shit from these
Oh.
games. So is it worth it?
Honestly, I think it's worth a try because clearly Sega still doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with 3D Sonic at
When
all.
does Sonic Mania, Almost Plus come out?
July, I want to say.
All right.
I can double check on
Why am I not seeing this?
that. Keep walking around on the ground. Oh. Because when there's the exclamation point, you're basically on top of it. So just
it in-
do a couple standing, dive in, walk around until you get the exclamation point, and then start diving. I think it's to the left and down. Yeah, right around there. Keep digging. Sonic Mania Plus. A little bit left, and then a little bit further down. More to the right, like under the light. A little more to the right.
Well,
Because honestly,
is it above you? Is it one of those things where they make you think it's?
Not with the exclamation point. The exclamation point is only when you're literally right there. Like, it's got to be right up against this light.
Cool speed shoes, not helpful right now.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Hey, I
Jesus
did
Christ.
It was all me.
Sonic Mania Plus, July 17th.
Okay.
So,
I'll be interested to see what they change.
yeah. Doesn't seem like a ton, but I still want to, check it out nonetheless.
Of course,
but what I would, in a perfect world, what I would love to see for Sega for a 3D Sonic game is, one, they announce a Sonic Adventure 3 that doesn't pretend to do this back to its roots bullshit that they fuck up every single time. They have it be multiple storylines, whatever for characters, whether it's, individual or team or whatever. Have at least 2 or 3 storylines.
And it stars Mighty and Ray.
I would love to have Mighty and Ray show up in there. Why not? At this point, we're in that
and it
20
involves
to
a military coup.
Oh no.
Is that not?
We're in the
it
20
involves
to,
werewolves.
We're in the nope. We're in that 20 to 30 year
There's like a medieval
zone
thing
where it's all about
interspecies love.
oh god,
Hey, I'm just going through.
I
I
know
best
you
Sonic
are.
Games
best.
best.
But in addition to that, what in a perfect world, what they would do They announced this game, and side by side with that,
I want to say a genie.
They remake Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 with a couple new levels in there to help flesh out the story. Because there are points that we were noticing, especially in Dark Side, where like
They just kind of skip you forward.
Yeah, because they're like Robotnik goes and he goes through the base. We get no real explanation for why he's there. He just kind of starts talking about it on his way. Then he goes and talks to Shadow. And then smash cut to Knuckles and Rouge fighting over the Master Emerald with no backdrop to that. And, oh, look, there's Robotnik pulling up the Master Emerald, even though he said nothing about going over to do that. Like, there's just pieces of the story that are just missing.
Yeah. But if you play both sides, you get the whole story.
Almost.
Yeah.
Like, there's just gaps in the Dark Side story that aren't part of the hero story. It's just like,
You
oh,
have to
here's where the
assume.
bad guys are now. They just did some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. There are. I mean, I noticed that too. But most of them can just be hand-waved away as, like, it wouldn't have been interesting to have a level of, like, going from point A to B.
Yeah, I mean, there's also, like, you went through the forest, and then in the next scene, you were just grabbing Rouge. It'd be really cool to have Shadow
Grabbing
run
Rouge.
through, have Shadow run through the military base to try to rescue her. You know, as opposed to like, all right, you ran through the forest, cool, and then you just kind of show up at the base, I guess. I think you're looking for something like just barely above those floating containers.
Yeah. Where do they go?
There they are. Maybe on that platform? Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I know it's never going to happen, but it's that thing where you look at it and you're just like, this is what would need to happen for them to be able to salvage this.
You could use the Sonic Forces
Where is it?
engine
It's maybe underneath the platform or on the wall.
as a start for Sonic Adventure 3. Like, they're not
Yeah.
so different as to be... They're not different, honestly. Like, this just feels like a primitive version of that game. The problems with that game
I think it's
are
on
some of the
yeah.
finer points and mostly the level design.
Yeah, some of these modes are definitely leave a lot to be desired.
Even if Sonic Forces had the same exact control scheme it has, if you threw out the shitty character and just played as Sonic
yeah.
and didn't do the side-scrolling thing...
Look at those realistic ear wiggle physics.
Well, they couldn't do boob jiggle physics because they all
Well,
those
they
guys
did
were
do it.
busy.
They just gave it to her ears instead.
Yeah, we know what you mean, game. We know.
We know.